Before we dive into the local headlines, I want to flag a striking national story that has big implications for Michigan. A recent New York Times report shows Chinese universities rapidly overtaking U.S. institutions in global research rankings, driven by massive government investment, while American schools face slipping international enrollment and tightening research funding. It's a trend experts warn could weaken long-term U.S. scientific leadership, and it's something worth paying attention to as we think about the future of higher education right here at home.
Hey, Jim Horn here. And I thought an interesting story coming out of the New York Times recently. I ought to mention it because we've got a lot of great universities here in the state of Michigan. Anyway, according to the New York Times, Chinese universities are rapidly climbing global rankings that emphasize research output, overtaking many U.S. institutions as American schools slip in relative standing. Harvard University remains a research powerhouse, but has fallen to number 3 in the Leiden rankings, while China's Zhejiang University now ranks first, with several other Chinese universities dominating the top tier. The shift, according to the Times, reflects massive Chinese government investment in higher education and research, alongside policies encouraging publication in widely cited international journals. U.S. universities, while still producing more research than in the past, are being outpaced by China's faster growth and face added pressure from federal research funding cuts and declining international enrollment. And I would think most of this has probably happened within probably about the past year. Certainly the international enrollment is down, as is the research funding. Experts warn that this trend could weaken America's long-term scientific influence and global competitiveness, even if the full effects take years to appear in the rankings. That's really not good. You know, the Chinese are overtaking us in electric vehicles. They've overtaken us in solar panels, and now they're working on and have in some cases overtaken us in our education system. That's very sad. Okay, on to the local news. Homelessness Task Force releases shelter funding and recommendations, and that was done at the Grand Traverse County Board meeting on Wednesday of this week. This week, the Northwest Michigan Coalition to End Homelessness Task Force unveiled key recommendations, including a consolidated shelter and funding plan, and that's all aimed at addressing homelessness locally. The Traverse City Downtown Development Authority Board is reviewing schematic designs tied to those initiatives. And Ashley Schmant gave a presentation, very good presentation at the county board meeting, and we're going to have some of that presentation here on Traverse Talks, staying on top of what's going on over there. Cherry Capital Airport sets passenger record. Cherry Capital Airport has officially reported a banner year, smashing its annual percentage numbers by 19%. As more travelers pass through the region, that strong growth marks continued momentum for air service and tourism in our region. It'd be an interesting year this year. We've got the Cherry Festival is at 100 years this year, so I would imagine the airport's going to be packed all summer long. The Traverse City Curling Club filed a lawsuit against Garfield Township, alleging violation of Michigan's Open Meetings Act related to recent tax assessments. Legal proceedings are now underway. God, legal proceedings are never good because they cost everybody money. Let's hope they can resolve this without going much further. Anyway, hey, this is Jim Horn. This is your weekly news update. This is Traverse City. Hey, stay warm. It's going to be really cold this weekend. Take care and have a great weekend.